Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me today somewhere pretty spectacular. Welcome to the garage of my friend Ferrari collector David Lee, and David's going to be joining me in a moment to take a look at his latest acquisition. Now, I last came to visit here in Los Angeles, California around 2.5 years ago. We're familiar with the Ferrari Big Five, 288, F40, F50, Enzo and LaFerrari. He's upgraded from the LaFerrari Coupe to a LaFerrari Aperta, but the red collection sit opposite the yellow collection. We also have the F2002 Formula One car just there as well, and the 296 GTB. But look at this, Giallo Ferrari Enzo, Giallo Ferrari F50. There's a gap for the F40, which is currently out for service. But then we also have the F12 TDF, a very bespoke car. And we took a look at this in detail on a previous visit. We've got the Daytona Spider, the 250 Competizione, 330 GTS, 275 GTB, the Dino, the 488 Pista Spider, and this, David's brand new Ferrari 812 Competizione A. Now, we saw this car out at the Casa Ferrari lawn at Concours d'Elegance at Pebble Beach only a week or so ago. This was the first 812 Competizione A to be delivered in the United States. And not only that, take a look at the specification, because this is the super rare, very exclusive Ferrari Cavalcade 10th anniversary collection in Verde Volterra. We're going to try and remove the roof panel very shortly, because I'd never seen how that actually stows away in the back, and then we're going to take it out for a run. But David shares his experiences with these cars, understanding what it's like to own a garage filled with the Ferrari hypercars, one of the best Ferrari collections you will see over on his channel as well, to bring you more behind the scenes of that. And today, I want to find out about this. So he'll be along in just a moment, and then it's time to go out for my first time in the 812 Competizione A. Hey David, how you doing?
How you doing? How are you doing, Tim?
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. It's amazing to be back, and it's amazing to see the yellow hypercars.
Yeah, I know.
I have to let you know a little secret. Yellow Ferrari F50, that's my dream.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've always felt that the F50 in Giallo Modena is the most, it's absolutely stunning car. So
it really is. In the yellow, the reds, it's really great. But once I start collecting the yellow, I really see it pops. It really pops, maybe even more in a way. So it's very special. It's very special.
It looks stunning. You've also upgraded from the LaFerrari Coupe to the Aperta.
Yes. So I sold Robert Herjavec back his car that he was very happy to, and I had an opportunity to buy a Aperta, very low mile Aperta, and I bought it, and so that this collection is complete. And now I'm trying to complete my yellow. Now I have a yellow F40, which is just not here because it's doing service. But eventually we're going to get the 288 GTO and the LaFerrari, Aperta. I mean, a LaFerrari in yellow, and that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, so the red collection, the yellow collection.
Yes.
You also have some of the classic Ferraris we've seen. I remember you'd recently taken delivery of the Pista Spider when I was last here with you.
Yes.
But we have to talk 812 Competizione.
Oh, yeah, that's my newest baby here for sure.
How long have you had it?
I've had it maybe 2 weeks before Pebble Beach. It just made it in time to be there for that.
It's rare to begin with. There are only 599 in the world. But you also have the Cavalcade anniversary collection livery.
Yes. So that makes it a little bit even less, because you cannot order this if you've never been to Cavalcade. And so that also makes this spec less within just this limited edition of this Aperta.
When you saw it launched in the different color schemes, when you saw this, was it instantly that's what you're going for? That's your choice?
I thought that in the consideration, again, Cavalcade spec, there was 5. And usually there's about 110 people that go to Cavalcade every year, usually the same people. I would imagine at least maybe, even if everybody in Cavalcade ordered that spec, there would be only 100,
Yeah.
And then of course there was 5 choices, so that would get spread out. So I just think that this spec would be a lot more rare, when the car comes out. But I'm really glad to have picked this. Verde Volterra, which is a place in Tuscany, and seeing this new magnificent color changing paint that Ferrari used, that goes from kind of a green, olive, and then all the way to bronze, and seeing it always changing in color in the sunlight is just incredible. And everybody, I think, loved it at Pebble Beach. Everybody loved it. And that is really the obvious thing, of course, that people see. What is not obvious is actually the drive is just as good as the paint. It's incredible. I mean, you know, I have the TDF and I've had that. That was an amazing car. But I was on the Ferrari rally from Santa Barbara up to Monterey. We went through a lot of canyon roads in the Malibu area and Santa Barbara area. This car does not drive like a front engine heavy V12. They've designed it where the balance, there's not overroll, and there's not the balance shifting is really good, so that you can really go and feel comfortable in making all the turns. And I was following this professional race car driver, and I just kept up on his tail the whole time. And a lot of it is the car, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's a stonking 6.5 litre V12 up in the front mid. But you know what? It's the other details as well with this, because you don't see it first. Obviously, It's got the bespoke livery, the painted flags. You have the Italian flag. You could choose the flags, or
so one side is Italian, one side is your national. So I would be the U.S. flag on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got the painted roundels with your number 8 as well.
Yes, that's right.
And that's just the exterior. We take a look inside.
Okay.
If we may. This is where it continues, and I noticed that it also has the plaques. What I didn't know before is that it has the plaque for the first year you did Cavalcade, right?
That's right. And you know, and because it's tailor-made, and in this spec that they had pre-arranged, they had a lot of cool material. I mean, this material here is almost like, this Kevlar is like the gun handle material. It's really cool Kevlar material. You see that's throughout the car. The suede here, or Alcantara suede, it's different than the regular Alcantara. So it's a smoother, kind of more luxurious type of suede that I've experienced. And of course, this design here, perforated design. The paddle shifter has the same color also.
They've got the Dreamlines, the painted Dreamlines.
Yeah, in there. So it's I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think
it's a special interior.
Yeah.
I just love the design of it. I think there's something about an open-topped front GT Ferrari.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, what I didn't know is that this roof panel can actually be stowed back here.
Yes, it can be. So that's great, because now you have a place to store it. And then after you'll see the design after they install it, you still can put a full-size luggage. I put my full-size luggage in there.
Even with the roof away?
Even with the roof on there. So you really can use the travel. The other cool thing is these windows, even these little windows, all can come down.
Really?
Yeah, they all little will come down.
I didn't know
and of
that.
course, so it's kind of cool. And then of course, when you're in there, and let's say if you have the windows up and the little windows up, the wind doesn't mess up the hair for the ladies with this top off. So they designed it where it's really encapsulated, where it doesn't screw up with the hair. So the ladies I know like that. But yeah, it's well designed. It's really well designed in all aspects. It's really been thought out.
I think we need to remove this.
Yes, for sure. Let's do it. Let's do that.
Popping open.
Well, first we have to leave it closed first because it'll be easier for us to get the thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'll kind of guide you through all the different.
So we've got the two latches. There's a little.
You got the two latches there. Got a latch there. There's a latch in the middle, and then there's a button you push to release to lift up.
Okay. So where do you start?
Yeah, so when you're ready?
Yep.
Okay.
What do we do first?
Okay, so over here, let's say, you
slide it forwards
to the red, right?
Yep.
On this side, you have to the red.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do this right here, where you release the center.
Yeah.
And then there's a little red button here. You push the red button.
Little red button.
Up.
Wait, I haven't found the button. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Up and lift up, okay?
It's that easy.
Then,
we walk it off the car.
No, walk up to the car. I will one-hand it. You hold it in the two hand. I'll hold it one hand. I'll lift this up.
Okay.
Now to put in, you've got to turn around because it goes in this way.
Right.
So, okay.
And that just slides over the top.
Just slides over the top. We'll slide it down, and you'll see where it locks in. Okay.
Oh.
So it locks in.
That's done.
Yeah, done. And then again, you have the. You can put a full size.
You can fit multiple suitcases in here.
Yeah, you can put multiple. I put a full size Renault luggage. And here's all the.
This is amazing.
Specs there.
The full personalization specifications plaque. I've never seen a plaque with the font so small like this.
I know,
all of the options.
Because the plate's the same size, right? So you got to fit all the stuff in there.
Because you have normal Ferrari specifications. You have Atelier if you go a little bit crazy. Then you have TaylorMade.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have like Cavalcade TaylorMade.
Right.
Exclusive.
It's all.
And this just closes down as normal?
Yep, it just goes down, but it's all carbon fiber, you know, look at that. It's just amazing.
The whole thing.
A lot of carbon fiber. Yep.
And then take it down.
Yep, that's it.
Amazing. And then, from taking a step back, you have the beautiful appearance of this car. That's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the plaque, so it's so big, you know. Again,
Yeah.
all the little windows go down.
It's like this is limited series Ferrari to begin with, which is always special.
Yeah.
It's always very special. You're lucky to have experienced doing the specifications from the Pista to the F12 TDF to a few others.
Yeah.
But then bringing in these elements that are so personal, so bespoke, so unique about it, that it's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, no, it really is. I mean, that's. I mean, to see what Ferrari can do with their, you know, tailor-made and atelier and special department to make a car special. I mean, nowadays I think that's kind of where people gravitating towards.
For sure. So I think that's all that's left right now is to get this started.
Okay.
And we'll take it out.
All right, let's
go
do
through
it.
the experience.
Let's do it.
Let's go. It is time to climb on board and join you in this magnificent machine.
Come on in.
Absolute dream. 812 Competizione A. A for Aperta, Italian word for open. Passenger display. Always love this. Having the different screens, displays, performance. You've got VDA, the driving modes and things. Just going to turn down the radio a second. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And what a feeling. What a feeling in here.
Now check this out, right? Check this window thing out, like I was saying.
For
okay,
sure.
so I'm gonna, let's see here, go down the windows.
Okay, a center window. And they drop fast as well.
Yeah, look at that. Do you see that?
Okay.
Do I need to do that again?
These buttresses behind you are really cool.
Yeah, and I guess...
Back up, yeah.
Right.
Interesting. It's kind of fun how that works. It does one, then the other, and shuffles them around. Then you have that view through as well.
Yeah.
Mega. So, and we go?
All right, let's go.
My first thing that I noticed with this is how smooth it is, and also how, even with a big dip, it's not actually that inconveniently low to the ground.
Yeah.
You just got that murmur in the background of the V12. Gosh. This just feels special. This was the first US Competizione A as well, I believe.
Yes.
That's a super lucky position, very exciting. But I think that's what it's about for you, right? You've always shared this passion for these kind of cars, creating stories around the cars, sharing it with people. And I love how you offer people stop-starts, of course. There's a button for that somewhere in here, isn't there?
Yes,
right. This one. I can never remember. Here, it's this one.
Okay, is that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Engine on, stay on.
Okay.
I think it's really cool how you offer people an insight into what it's like to experience these cars, which they don't normally get.
Yeah.
Not at this level, not at this hyper Ferrari.
You know, I guess in a way I'm excited, right, getting these cars, and I would imagine I would like people to be able to experience the excitement like along with me, like how they would feel if they were to get a car. So hopefully, virtually, we can do something like that.
Well, first impression in here. That noise.
Nice, that's a nice noise.
Absolute heaven. I think one of the things, like in the Competizione, the Coupe, is that this is a really pleasant car to drive, even on this type of road, which is really chopped up and bumpy and rough. Even though it is the more hardcore version, it's still a very nice road car, and I love that Ferrari do that.
Yeah.
If you want their race cars, they have the 296 GT3 and the 488 Challenge cars and whatever. Oh, the downshifts. That sound.
This, you know, like you say, being the track focus kind of challenge version focus, it's still very comfortable, very nice. I mean, compared to the TDF, which is a little bit more raw, it seems like.
Yeah.
This is definitely, as the performance, not anything less. It is actually better, even, but it's, you get the comfort too, the luxury and the comfort.
The TDF is feisty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, isn't it?
It's fun.
I hope that comes across on the video as well as we hear it. I mean, the Competizione with no roof.
Yeah.
What could possibly beat this? Limited series Ferrari V12 GT in a special livery with the open air experience. Oh, this is absolute heaven.
You know, that was what was missing on the TDF. We were like, how come there's no, you know, Aperta version, right?
Yeah.
It didn't have it. So this now came around with this. It's amazing.
Well, with the F12 generation, they had the super limited F60 America, but there were 10 of those.
Yeah.
Obviously, for VIP level in terms of the car, it wasn't really a car that you could go out and drive and enjoy. Most of them have been collected, so to speak. But the 812 introduced the GTS, and I remember you had a grey GTS.
I did have a grey GTS. I had a super fast and a grey GTS.
Yeah, but it makes sense, obviously, to swap that out for the Competizione.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just lovely. This is just a really, really lovely car. And you were saying about this fabric. It's very unusual.
The Kevlar kind of this gun kind of material.
Textured.
Yeah. Like the handle of the gun, like just that texture. Because I'm a gun guy, so
with the Alcantara.
With the
everywhere.
Alcantara, this is the more
And bringing in these colours from the exterior, the brown Alcantara inside that matches with that wrap around.
It's a smoother one. Like I guess they right. You know what I mean?
As soon as I touch it,
right? You feel like the old one's a little bit more rough on the texture.
It is different. It is different. Oh, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What a cool car. What a cool car. Congratulations, David. This is so cool.
Now, let me ask you this, Tim. Do you believe that this will be Ferrari's last naturally aspirated V12 front engine?
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah, the 812 successor is coming. It will still have a V12. Mark my words.
Okay. You heard it from Tim. It's a prediction.
It's very clinical, this. It's a beautiful sound. It's a great feel. I mean, we're in sport mode at the moment, so even if you turn it to race, the shifts get sharper, but ride-wise, those downshifts. Just want to keep pulling the left paddle all the way through the gearbox. So up into race. Just crackles a little bit more on the overrun, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's snap. I actually think in many ways I potentially prefer the TDF drive experience because I love the edginess.
Yeah, I get it.
But the thing with this is it's such a usable car. Like to have this performance, 830 horsepower, 819 brake horsepower, along with a car that you can actually just hop in and drive as we are now. Oh, I'm in heaven right now. California sunshine, palm trees. 812 Compay. Ah, this is a dream. Thank you.
No, thank you. This gives me another opportunity to drive it.
As we're returning, can I ask you what's on the horizon? What's next?
Okay, yeah, sure. My Pearl Sandway is being built right now, so I would
super
imagine.
early.
Yeah, I would imagine it should be here anytime, any couple months. The Roma Spider, of course, that's also ordered. That's coming, and then of course the SP3, which started delivering, but in mine I had chose to go ahead and do a more special spec, so that's why it takes a little more time.
What have you gone for?
They had Ferrari had offered me a very limited run of the exposed carbon fiber SP3, so mine will be all exposed carbon fiber.
Wow.
And it will be, and of course I chose to do it in green.
That's going to be amazing. Green exposed carbon SP3.
Yeah, as part of my green collection, you know. I was also offered the SF90XX
Spider?
Aperta, Spider,
cool, beautiful.
and I'm doing that also in green.
Nice. Okay, so you've got the red collection, the yellow collection, and soon the green collection coming together.
And then my blue is non-Ferrari.
I love it. It's a very cool view when you drive back in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always really great.
Enzo F50, 288 F40. F50 Enzo, LaFerrari Aperta.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, David. This
thank
is
you, Sam.
Really cool.
Thanks,
what
Tim.
a car. That start sound is mega. I'm going to turn the car, park it back up. look at the lineup here. The Ferrari 5, this start of the new part of the collection. Look at the way the color changes as you walk around, and of course, the yellow Ferrari Hypers be even more amazing if the F40 was back from service. TDF, I actually drove with David about 5 years ago now. In fact, the first time I ever came to visit, we went out for a run in the Enzo. That was, I want to say about 8 years ago now, maybe 7.5 years ago. Crazy to think, mega to have experienced back then, and now part of obviously this growing, even more epic than ever collection of Ferraris. With the car parked back where it was, around here on the driver's door is what we were talking about, how David opted to have the United States flag painted on there. That is painted under the lacquer over this iridescent paint, which itself has other pinstripes and details going on. This is so totally tailor-made, quite literally, but I want to pop open the bonnet because who doesn't love to see a Ferrari V12? And in the case of this car, I'm assuming it's going to have full carbon fiber as well. Yes, stunning. Beautiful engine bay, all of the carbon fiber shields and surrounds, and then obviously the power plant, 830 horsepower of 6.5 litre V12, and that whole block is behind the middle of the front wheels. The front axle sits in front of the engine. So that's why it drives so well. That's why David was saying about the characteristics of the 812 Competizione and obviously the 812 Superfast and GTS, is because it's so perfectly balanced. Such a special thing. Paint Verde Volterra Lucido is the paint on this particular car, which I must therefore very delicately close down and click into place, obviously with this boomerang, the aero blade that runs across the front, which some people love, some people hate. I think it looks amazing. It makes the car instantly recognizable with that and exposed carbon. The details are phenomenal. It's such a cool thing, and although this kind of color and iridescent might not be to everyone's taste, the fact that David's been brave enough to go for it is what's so cool, because it makes it something that down the line you're going to look at and be like, wow, that existed. They actually made that. I mean, just like with the 488 Pista Spider here, having this black and the beige paint over this quite unique red paint as well with the matching spec for the interior. It's one of the coolest things. And with some of those cars that he mentioned that are coming for the future, the Daytona SP3 in full green carbon, the SF90XX Spider, it's going to be a very exciting journey to follow as well. So make sure you're following David's channels if you'd like to see those videos when those cars arrive in the collection. And hey, maybe the expansion from the full lineup of the red Ferrari Hypers to including the yellow ones as well in the not too distant future. For today though, first opportunity for me to experience what this car is about. And you know, with the rarity of these kind of things, the exclusivity behind them, you can't even really put a price on something like this. Very special, very exclusive, and of course on that, super exciting as well to see this on Exclusive Car Registry, along with many of the cars that are part of the collection as well, where you can see more of David Lee's full garage. Wow, that's been mega. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again to David for the opportunity to go out and see what this is about. But for today, that is all. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.